All right, so I'm always looking for interesting ways to build out my e-learning courses. And one of the things I like to do is find those free websites that let me create some sort of multimedia, and then they give me embed codes that I can use in my course. So here's one. It's called Storyboard. It's at storybird.com. And what it allows you to do is create stories. So let's go ahead and look at kind of one of the stories that's created. So here's this one. Just somebody created this. And what you see is on the story here, you've got the story, and then you've got your pages, and you can kind of quickly scan what's in there. And then what's interesting is they give you this embed code. So and we're going to use that. So you've got the embed code, and then what you can do is you can take this embed code, and then you can insert that on a website or a blog. In this case, we're going to take that embed code. We're going to create a blank web page, and we're going to insert that into an Articulate course with the web object feature. So let's go ahead and see how we create a story. So I'm going to go ahead and create a story. I'm going to log in here. Alright, so I logged in, and what we want to do is, you can see here I've already got a couple of stories created. Basically what you do is just go ahead and click on the Create button, and what that's going to do is open up some artwork. And so you can see there's all sorts of artwork in here that's created by these different artists. And then we'll just go ahead, let's say we're going to take this gorilla one here. So you got the happy gorilla artwork, and then if you like the artwork, and you can preview the artist's work if you like it, then all you have to do is click on Start a Story, and that'll start a story with that artist's artwork. And then you're going to get is kind of this palette area to work with, and then all the artwork stacks up here, and then you can start writing your story. And then you have a little control panel down here. If you want to preview it, you've got the window up here. So basically the way it works is you just, as they show you here, you start writing. So you can say, you know, here's a story, and then blah blah blah. You can go on there, and then if you want to add a picture, you just grab a picture, and then you've got a choice. You can put it left or right. So we'll just drop it here. It loads up in here. You don't really have a lot of control that way, and then you just create another page, and then we'll just load this up on this side here, and then here's some text. So you can see how that works. Then when you're ready, you just go ahead and save it. You have to add a title here, so we'll do another test title. You can change, you know, the colors, all that stuff. And then when you're ready, you just go ahead and publish the story, and it's going to publish it. And then you've got your story here, and then you've got some different setting options in here. Now, one of the things that's interesting, so I'm going to publish this story here. It's on private. But one of the things I can't quite figure out, and you can play around with it, is the embed code for your own story. So if I go to the stories I already have created, here's one that's public that I created, the rapid e-learning story. I was just playing around. But I don't get the embed code up here. Even though it's public, there's no embed code, and so I'm not quite sure how to do that. So I have to play around with it. But essentially you do get an embed code. So when you get the embed code, then what you can do is you just create a basic index.html file. So let me show you what that looks like. So what you have is this index file, and essentially you're just going to copy, this is the embed code from the Storybird. You're just going to paste that in here, and then you're going to save it as index.html. And then when you're done, you can come into PowerPoint, go to Articulate Presenter, and use the web object and just insert that, and then you'll get something that kind of looks like this. And then you could size it. So this is what it looks like inside of your e-learning course. And then it's a neat way to leverage that technology to build out little stories. One of the things you could do, if I was a school teacher, for example, is I'd have the kids create stories based on the things they just learned. So they could create a little story about the mad scientist who learned how to do addition, or Joe Blow who learned about some history or something like that. And then for those who are building e-learning courses, it's just a neat way to leverage that quick development technology and the free artwork that you get through that.